What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your man Chazz Ellis once again, and I'm about to break this video down for you. I want you to take notes because it might save your life, and I'm not even exaggerating. These are the 5 stages of the female rebound. This could be the difference between you being heartbroken and you actually being able to get past this type of situation and recover. So please pay attention. The first stage you're going to find yourself in with a female rebound is the supplemental stage. Now, normally what happens when women decide to break up with a dude, because it's normally going to be a situation where she's dumping her dude. Normally what's going to happen when a woman decides to break up with a dude is she's going to go on a break or she's going to go on a person finding mission. So this is where you come in as the supplement. You looking and just walking around, living your life, living my best life, all that, chilling, and then you meet this girl, and when you meet her, it's going to be all hot. When I say all hot, I mean no cold. The reason why is because you are a supplement to the dude that she is either in the process of leaving or thinking about leaving. She's left him in her mind, but he don't know it yet. You get what I'm saying? So at this time, it's going to be all hot. She's going to be just making you happy, just saying all the right things. Yeah, she might talk about dude quite a bit, but it's going to be favorable comparisons. Oh, he never did this for me like you do. This, my ex was this, my ex was that, but you are great, you know. So you're going to be having your chest all puffed out, oh, feeling good about yourself, feeling like you could dance through the cabbage patch and all that stuff. You're going to feel good. It's going to be amazing for you. But what you got to remember is she's making this dude miserable. That's why your situation is so good. When she gets upset or mad, instead of calling you and venting or talking about her day or something like that, she's going to call dude and be like, you know what? You never do this for me. You never did that. And that's why we're in the situation we're in, blah, 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 blah. Now she just releases on dude. And she comes to you and she's just happy, ready to just enjoy and bask in your arms, and she got dude at home punching the air, looking like Trey and Boys in the Hood. Remember when the cops pulled him over and he was like, "I ain't even do nothing." That's how dude is at the crib right now. You know, punching like Rocky was punching them slabs of meat. So you got to understand that you're not going to have any problems with this girl for the most part in that first supplemental stage, because the expectation of you is going to be extremely low. She's not going to put any of her anger or frustration on you, and she's going to pour all of the love that was his onto you. That means she's going to be on some freaking nasty stuff. Everything he wanted her to do and everything she wouldn't do, she's going to be doing for you. Now, this is going to be a critical stage because this is the time when you're most likely to fall in love with the girl or fall in love with what you think she is. This is going to be the time when you're going to catch the most feelings because it's going to be amazing. You know, everything's going to be perfect, nothing negative in that situation. So this is the time that you're going to hold on to at later stages that's going to make you just stay in it. You ever wonder why somebody's a rebound and everybody can see it? And it's like, dude, what's wrong with you? Why don't you get out from under this? But they can't because they're still trapped in the supplemental phase. It's like they still remember back to that. It's like what they call in the drug addiction thing when somebody's on crack or something like that, they call it chasing the dragon. They chasing that original high that they got the first time they smoked that they'll never get back again. That's what you're going to be doing when you leave the supplemental phase and you go down the road. You're probably going to keep chasing it. So remember that while you're going through this. So if a woman is just treating you so great, everything's going good, it's all hot, no cold, it's cool, enjoy yourself, have a good time. But remember the fact that it can turn cold at any moment. This may not really be her. So just enjoy the moment, but understand that I don't know if this is a representative of her or the real thing. The next phase of the female rebound is going to be replacement. This is when you get bumped up to the starting spot. Normally what's happening in this situation is she has fully broken up with the other dude, and now you are in a position to be what she would call her boyfriend or whatever. You know, you were now just kind of taking on this role by herself. She probably done stopped talking to Buddy. She's like, I don't feel like talking to him no more. And, she's done with dude for a while. So now she's all on you. Now you hot, she all on you. Now, she breaks up with dude, she's going to be all on you. The good thing about it is you're probably going to get even more time from her and whatnot. And the affection is going to be great. The bad thing about it is now those bad moments that she was having with him that you were just totally disconnected from, those are going to be yours now, right? So it's going to be hot sometimes, it's going to be cold. And you're not going to be able to predict it because it's going to be based on him, because he is the core relationship. You are not the core relationship. Even when you replace him, you are a replacement, but you are not the core relationship. You get what I'm saying? You are basically like more of a substitute than a replacement. Yes, you're doing everything. You're right in his role. You got it all, but you're more like a sub. You're not really necessarily him, because the emotions and the feelings that they've accumulated over the time they've been together, y'all don't have. She's going to start pushing some of her frustration and anger onto you. Not all the time, but some of the time that's going to happen. It's going to be a hot and cold. Loving you is easy because you're beautiful. Next time it's, I hate you so much right now. She's just going to be showing out on you sometimes, and then sometimes it's going to be good. So at this stage, you got to watch out, because this is a time where you're going to really start wanting to chase the dragon. How do I get her back to what she used to be? She used to love me. How do I get her back to that point? This is when you start buying flowers. This is when you start, trying to figure out what love songs here, trying to buy more stuff. Let me take her to Jamaica. Let me take her to Turks and Caicos. You're going to be doing anything at this point to try to get back that feeling that you once had, because she's still going to be giving you attention. She's still going to be locked in most of the time, but it's going to be some hot and cold. During this time, she might also see her becoming really needy and just clingy, all up in your face. A lot of times she's doing that because she doesn't have that relationship with him currently. She's not being able to talk to him. She's not being able to even just cuss him out or anything like that. So now she's going to need that attention. She needs you to kind of wrap her up a lot of times. Now, also, simultaneously, she's going to check out sometimes. So you'll be like, damn, you were just all in my face. Now you're over here on your phone and you're really not paying attention to me. You're looking at me like, because you got to remember, it's not about you. It's not about what you're doing. It's not about what you're saying to her. It's about whatever she's feeling emotionally regarding him. That's what your entire relationship is based on. Whatever she's feeling about him at that moment is going to affect what she does with you in the next moment. You might also see some jealousy coming from her. The reason why you're going to see that is because at this stage, you are a replacement or substitute, however, and at this time, she's going to kind of feel a certain amount of possessiveness towards you and a certain amount of guilt and fear because of the fact that she got an old boy. Sometimes the jealousy that she's going to be showing towards you is the jealousy she has towards him. I wonder if he out there with another girl. Then she starts showing out on you and being real jealous towards you. So these are things you need to watch out for. And during this time, don't double down. Don't go take her to Turks and Caicos. Don't go buy her a ring. Don't do any of that stuff that's going to probably pop into your head because you're chasing the dragon. Just chill. Let it play out. See how it goes. See if it progresses and gets closer to what it used to be or if it keeps deteriorating. Because I could tell you to walk away at this time, but we know you just got all that good love. You're not going to want to walk away. Let's be realistic. The third phase in the female rebound is the reconnection phase. This is the phase where her and her ex start making some type of reconnection. It might be getting back together. It might be just talking to each other again. It might be just the heart-to-heart reconnection. Whatever that may be, it's going to start to cause her to run way more cold than hot. Now she's going to still have some hot moments here and there, but a lot of it's going to be cold. A lot of it's going to be, get off me. A lot of it's going to be, I don't feel like talking to you right now. Dang, why are you? She might accuse you of being needy. She was just clinging to you a little while ago. Now she's accusing you of being needy. It may be just her being with her friends all the time. Now you're going to become more like you were You're going to become more like a supplement to everything. Like you were when you were in the supplemental phase, it seemed like you were the person. It seemed like you were the thing. You were all things. Now, oddly enough, you're going to feel like a supplement. You're going to be like, dang, well, you just talk to me whenever um, you bored at work, and then you call me on the phone. She's going to be doing stuff like that way more often, to where it's like you only exist in the times where she has nothing else to do, no plans, nothing. She's going to be picking everything over you at this time, because she's really kind of starting to break away, because for her to reconnect to him, she's got to break away from you. So now it becomes like the kind of opposite of what it used to be. Now you're going to start to get a lot of the worst of her, while he gets a lot of the best of her. She's going to start being like, I'm frustrated because he didn't do this or he didn't do that, and then taking it out on you instead of him. She's going to be frustrated because she might see him with another girl, take it out on you instead of taking it out on him like she was before. So this is going to be a time where you're going to see a lot more cold, but you're still going to see some hot sprinkled in that's going to make you want to keep going forward. Man, if only I could get that moment back. If only I could do this. This is when you're going to double down for a lot of y'all on the trips. Double down on spending money. This is when you might offer to buy her mama a house. This is when you can find your heart forcing you to do stuff that's so stupid and self-destructive, but your heart is telling you that it's gonna make sense. And this, I'm just telling you your mind, so now you know that you're just in a stage, so you can start telling your heart, hey baby, that ain't gonna work. Once she gets deep into reconnecting, you're gonna see disappearing acts. She might disappear for a day, she might disappear for days, depending on what you're gonna tolerate. She might do any type of thing like that. So this is usually her trying to figure out how to talk to dude, how to spend more time with dude, how to reconnect with dude. That's just what it's about. So she's going to start disappearing. And then when you check her on it, you're going to see indifference. So before, if you said something to her about something she was doing, she might get upset. Y'all might go back and forth a little bit. Now you're going to see a lot more, okay, well, if that's how you feel. Well, I'll just be the bad guy. This is going to cause you to be more and more infuriated and frustrated with her, because you're going to feel like, damn, you just don't even care about me. You act like you were so on me, and now you just act like you don't even care. It's going to hurt, because you're going to try to figure out what you did. What did I do to just turn you off to me this bad? What did I do to make you not like me like this? What can I do differently? Some of y'all might go through this with girls over and over again, and you just never figure out, like, what am I doing wrong? Nothing. You were in a relationship with somebody who has actually been in a relationship with somebody else the whole time. Even if they wasn't talking to him for a while, even they're still, your relationship is totally based on theirs with this other person. That's the core relationship. Stage 4 is probably the wildest, because this is when you fall into resentment. She's going to start resenting you. As she starts trying to reconnect with this person, there are going to be obstacles in the way. It may be their past. It may be the fact that you exist. It may be things that she said and did in the breakup. Anything she said or did to this dude during the breakup, she's going to start blaming on you. If she told him that you existed and she was getting advice from you on how to deal with them, like say she had some kids or something, she wasn't letting this man see his kids, she wasn't doing this, she may have presented things to you as if she was already going to do them, but then made it seem like she was getting advice from you so she could blame you later. So she might be like, I don't think I should bring his kids over there to him because he was being really disrespectful to me, and I don't know what he might do to the kids because he's got a real temper. You might be like, well, dang, if he got a temper, you think he might harm the kids, you probably shouldn't. Now she's telling herself and him, oh, you told me not to let him see his kids. It was him that did that. And now she's thinking that about you, and she's being resentful. Any decision she made, you're going to be the scapegoat for those decisions. Now she's regretting all the freaky stuff that she did with you. She swung from the chandelier butt naked. Now she's either got to tell this dude this stuff or lie about it. And because of that, she's mad at you, frustrated and angry at you, like you made her do it or something. Because you got to remember, she's probably not going to want to take accountability for the choices that she's made during this time. She feels like even though she was using you as a crutch to lean on, she feels like you duped her. She's the victim. Well, I was the rebound and I was in a rebound stage and you took advantage of my vulnerability. Like you ain't got no feelings. Like your heart don't matter. She's not even thinking about you like that. She's thinking about you as somebody who, because you got to remember a lot of times when it comes to men, people don't think about your feelings because the society programmed to make it seem like you don't even have them. So she's probably going to be feeling the same way. Like my feelings are the ones that matter. You got what you wanted. You got to smash and all this kind of stuff. Your heart couldn't be involved in it. So this is where you get a lot of the resentment, and it's going to run cold, 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 cold at this time. The fifth stage of the rebound is going to be abandonment. It's either going to be emotional or physical. She might actually just run out on you and go ahead and get with old dude. Or she might just check out on you. When she checks out, all you're seeing is indifference, indifference, indifference. She ain't getting mad at you. She ain't saying nothing to you. She just really just there going through the motions. This might be if you let her stay with you in the crib or something like that. She ain't got nowhere to go right away. This might be because you start paying her bills and stuff like that. That's why I said that doubling down and doing more for her is a bad idea because it causes the situation to last even longer. During the abandonment stage, if she leaves physically, that's actually better for you a lot of times. Because then she just goes away. If she leaves emotionally and she sticks around, a lot of times she's just gonna try to take. She's gonna try to take money from you. She's really gonna try to build a new lifestyle with either dude or for the streets. Because when they abandon you, they're gonna abandon you for the dude again, or they're gonna abandon you for the streets. And if they do the emotional abandonment first, then they're going, because the physical abandonment is coming, but the emotional abandonment might take a while. It might even take a couple years of them just setting themselves up to be in a good position for when they actually chuck you the deuces. That means they might get a car about you. They might get that name on the deed to your crib. They might get a kid with you so that they can get you to pay child support. Whatever, they might even marry you. People get married on a rebound so the girl can get herself right and then she go get back with her ex. So the best move when you're dealing with these stages of the rebound is to guard your grill in stage 2. Stage 1, have fun. You're probably not gonna see anything coming. You're not gonna want to see it. But in stage 2, if you start seeing her run hot and cold, guard your grill. That's when you start being like, all right. So you start hitting her with that Mayweather. Start moving away out of the way of a lot of stuff. Distance yourself from her. Don't be all in her face all the time. Don't buy a whole lot of stuff. Cut back on the investment. If you do that, it's going to be a lot easier when she goes into the abandonment stage to be cool with it. When she tries to do the abandonment, don't just let her do a soft abandonment. Really, really kind of crank it up a little bit. Like, you know, what's going on, babe? We should go hang out. We should do this together. We should do that together. Don't spend no money, but get the time. If you start making it annoying for her to be up in your face and be around you, that's going to make the abandonment happen a lot faster. She's going to be like, psh, I was going to stick around and get a car, but dude is in my face and getting on my nerves. I'm gone. That may hurt your feelings a lot, but if you allow that person to hurt you, that's going to give you the energy that you need to be able to get away from her and stay away for a while. If you can get away and stay away for a while, the feelings that you had from the beginning will start to wear off. Those first supplement phase feelings, they'll start to wear off. You'll start to be like, man, I had more bad times with this broad than I had good times. And eventually, you won't even care too much about her anymore. You can go get you another chick on the rebound. I'm just kidding, kind of. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want. The key is, as you go through the different phases, once you make yourself to the replacement phase and you start seeing that hot and cold, guard your grill. Once she gets in the reconnection phase, if she starts doing little disappearing acts and stuff, distance yourself. If she starts acting resentful to you and frustrated and angry towards you, that's when you want to start. If you feeling it and you know you can't leave, get away from her. You ain't got to wait. Bone out on her. I know these times can be difficult. I know I'm making light of some of the stuff, but I know it can be difficult and emotional and hurt. And sometimes you need extra help. That's why I do consultations. But If you need extra help, talk to friends. Talk to people who really got your back. Don't talk to the friends that you're going to be laughing, trying to make it funny, and acting like nothing ever happened to them. Stay away from them. Talk to people who really understand what you're going through, who really feel you, and who really going to be an emotional backbone, because this can be really painful and really difficult. But don't feel ashamed that it is. Just work through it and just look at the stages. Once you see that the girl reading out of a playbook and doing the same thing anybody else would do, it makes it a lot easier, because you know it's not just happening to you, and you know it's not just because it's you. You could be anybody, and she's going to do the same thing.